Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 7, 2015, and today's Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar first, we've got some numbers coming out of the GBP at 10:30 this morning. It's a productions number. And then all day we have Euro summits and Euro group meetings, so it should affect the Euro. And so we'll see how that translates into the market and how that translates into the graph. And then at 2:30 we have a CAD number and a USD number, just trade balance numbers that are coming out. Are they so important? We'll see. I'm not. They're recognized on the main charts as important numbers, but I'm not so sure. In any event, looking at the markets, let's start with the EURUSD. Very quiet yesterday in the EURUSD. Looking at yesterday's chart, not much going on. A little bit of a sell-off of about 3, 4, 5 pips. It's not really much going on altogether since yesterday. But there has been, on the flip side, there has been a lot of market activity in the EURUSD. Looking at a half-hour chart, you could see it a little bit better. We were trading 112 towards the end of last week, and we gapped down to 110, and we just bought. So this looks like a really good point to actually pick up the EURUSD at 110. So anywhere on the bottom range here would actually be a decent place to pick it up, I think. Seeing how, with this big gap down, we didn't go further down, we didn't die, we sustained it. I think that there's somewhat of a sustaining sentiment in regards to the EURUSD. We've gapped down twice, as you can see here, and both times that we've gapped down, we've sustained this 110 level. And if we go into a 4-hour chart, we'll see it further where we dipped below, and this goes back in May, but we came out of that. Okay, so looking at a daily chart, I'm a little bit more bullish around this area to start picking it up on 110 to take it to the 113 level. Remember, it all depends on what's going to happen with Greece. As you may know, Greece rejected the austerity measures provided to them by the Central Bank of Europe, and as such, they're going to have to shell a heck of a lot of money by the July 27th. They're going to have to come up with it. So somebody knows something about something is the regular sentiment about the markets. So at this stage, I'm very much inclined to look. There was previous resistance here, anticipated support, and we're right on top of it, and we bounced twice off of it. So support at 110 seems like a viable option for the EURUSD. Looking at the GBPUSD, we did bounce a little bit yesterday, as we mentioned, 155.86. Just a little bit of a bounce yesterday, not too much, but enough to say that it's it retraced to its levels, and we can see maybe a little bit of a return back to the 157 level. So looking at the EURUSD versus the GBPUSD, GBP obviously being a little bit stronger, but I would see much more volatility in the euro, seeing how there's a lot of news and coming out of it. Looking at the Dow Jones, we opened up big down yesterday, as you can see right here in some better chart, and we just rallied the whole day. Which comes to show you that the markets are still very strong. This is very, very, very similar to what's happening towards the end of a bull market, where you have these gap downs out of things that have nothing to do with the market, or specifically because of what's going on in the Hang Seng in China, where the markets there are really tanking, and they replicate something that looks like the 1929 crash. So is the Dow doing poorly? No, the Dow's doing very well, and the companies are doing very well. However, if the markets internationally are a little bit shaky, well, it'll reflect also in the Dow Jones. So big rally yesterday in the Dow Jones. As you can see, we're above this 17,654 level. The question is will we continue this rally? The next level up, I would say, is 17,786, 100 points about 130 points about above. And then if we break that, we're back into the 18,000 level. So I'd really like to keep an eye on this to see if it does really follow through on the upside. Looking at oil broke down, but a little bit of a bounce yesterday. I wouldn't say that is a full-fledged bounce, okay, because it looks like it's, that half a dollar bounce is not really a bounce, but I would keep an eye on it. Possibly we may continue to fall off and break below 50. It's interesting what's going on with oil. Looking at gold, not much going on, just really hovering around its lows, 1167 here. As you can see here on multi-time frames, on a daily chart, we're at the bottom of the lows in this range. We still have way to go to 1138, but again, it's kind of an interesting situation. I would have expected the gold to really rally here with the equity markets around the world selling off. However, as you can see, it's not doing that. So does that mean that it's clearly a short? Well, not really, because it's not further going down. It's just not trading. So it could be that people are just, putting their hands off of gold. It's worth what it's worth, and it's not in play, which seems to be the case here. Looking at the USDCAD, we rallied right back to the tops here, as you can see here, especially with numbers coming out today. I'd really like to see if we continue breaking this higher to the 128 level, and we're going to just test it again. Be very interesting to see if we do that, or is this a point where the dollar is going to turn? That should be really your question. Is the dollar going to turn? Is it going to be consistent? And that's what really should be focused on. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.